welcome. Today I want to talk about how you accomplish a big idea or a goal or something that excites you. All right. I don't like to say goal, but because it scares some people, like, ooh, I hate goals. But those people who hate goals, they have lots of big ideas. All right. They have these like little sparks that are just like, ooh, that would be awesome. All right. So I want to address both of those because these little steps can help you accomplish either. All right. The first step is relatively easy. What's the idea? What's the goal? What's the thing that excites you? All right. It's just a quick little spark of creation. That is the first step. All right. You probably already have a dozen. All right. And just kind of pick one. Have one in the front of your mind while you're watching this video. All right. It could be like, I want to write a book. I want to get fit. I want to start a business. Or I want to start learning how to do this. All right. You have a lot of them. Everyone has a lot of them. They're just a little too scared to think about them because they don't want to fail. So pick one and then go to step 2, which is connect with it. Why do you want to do this? I love the question why. And usually for me, figuring out why is a very analytical point of view. But in this case, it's more of an emotional connection with your idea. All right. Is it just to have fun? That is a great reason why you want to do it. Will it help you with your mental health? Perfect. Will it help support your family? Great. Put you through college? Awesome. Bring you sanity to get you through college or high school? Awesome. The only thing I warn you against is rich and fame. Those two reasons are not really sustainable reasons for when fear and doubt creep in. All right, it is very easy to be like, never mind. I don't really want to be that rich or that famous. It's very easy to turn those reasons down. But if fear and doubt start creeping in, you can say, no, this is going to make me stronger. This is going to make me better. I really want this more than the fear and doubt. Okay, so step 1, big idea. Step 2, why? Step 3, this is the more analytical thing to do, and it's research, learn. Go on the internet and figure out what exactly you should be doing, or what details you need to know in order to get this done. Now, when you first do this, if you have this original thought in your head, be warned, you will find copies of what you just thought, and it might tear you down. You're like, oh, dang it. If it's not new, if it's not original, then I better not do it. No. That is not how this works, all right? Pretty much everything has already been thought of, all right? And that's okay. But part of this research, part of this learning is how you can put a new spin on it, how you can find your own little niche and go with that, all right? Now, if your goal is to be fit, all right, this is just about research about how fit you want to be, what kind of exercises you want to try, things like that. So this research, thinking outside of the box, this is step 3. And a lot of people get stuck here in step 3, just going on the internet and scrolling because they feel productive. Because it's, oh, hey, yeah, I do want this and I'm learning about it. And this is good. It is good for only so long, right? I went and wrote a book and I spent way too much time in research, how do I do this? Well, what's the best way to do this? And, researching about anything. And it just took me way too long to actually start doing it. So be careful with this zone, even though it's important. And this can help you flush out your big idea. Because sometimes our big ideas are just whoa. And this can kind of help you bring it in and narrow it and say, okay, this is the right path. I can actually take these steps to get here. All right, so you don't get stuck here. You got to start working. Well, how do I do that? I don't have the brain capacity, or I don't have the desire. I don't have the motivation. I don't have the time. All right, this last step is about creating systems in your life so that if your big idea fails, you can go on to the new one. Or if your big idea is a success, you can then move on to the next thing. All right, a lot of people, they make goals, and if they reach them, then they stop and they're like, I don't know what to do now. Like, I'm here. Now what? All right, systems are designed so that even if you do reach a goal, your days and weeks are set up that you just kind of keep working. Oh, I have another one. Oh, I have another one. Oh, I have another one. And that's not to put like pressure on you. You should, be doing this, but it helps you so you're not stagnant and just get stuck. Okay, especially if that goal, that big idea fails. Because again, if people succeed, they get there, they stay there. Or they go there and it fails and they still are like, oh crap, now what? And they revert back to like bad habits and, unfulfilled life. So if you create a system, create good habits, it can propel you. It can just help a continuous life keep moving. Okay, and what does a system look like? I keep talking about systems. They're like the big habits, the things you do on a daily, weekly basis. All right, you already have them set up too. They're just probably not good for you. What do you do when you get home from school or from work? Get on social media. What do you do before dinner? Get on social media. What do you do after dinner? Get on social media. What do you do right before bed? Get on social media. All right, now some of you probably don't get on social media that much. Actually, you probably do. Whatever. So you have these systems set in place. You just don't have the right activity. All right, so you have to decide. You have to have a little bit of willpower, that weak muscle at first, to say, you know what? Right after school, right after work, I'm going to be working on my big idea. Right after dinner, I'm going to be working on this part of my big idea. All right. And you can change from week to week or from day to day, just as long as you have a system set up. All right. Some sort of, schedule, a routine that's like, no, this is my dedicated time to write, my dedicated time to do this. And if you're anything like me, you're going to talk yourself out of it all the time. And that's okay, because once in a while, you will hit the mark, and you'll start building from there and getting more consistent. All right. As long as you're not like, oh, I failed the first time, I'm just done. Just be like, oh no, I'm going to do this the next time, and I'll get better, and I'll get better, and I'll get better. And so then these systems are set up so you're constantly in this zone of working time, focused time, so that your big idea finally, comes to life, or eventually fails and you move on to something else because you've established this work time, this sacred time that you can build on you, add value to you. So right now I have this other book idea in my head. I sometimes don't know why I get a lot of them and I write them down, but this one is like I'm starting to really flesh out. And so right now I want to create a system of writing before I go to bed. I'm not going to try to do hours and hours of writing at a time because that just doesn't work for me. I just need to start out slow, like 30 minutes. Okay. So even though I have this idea and I have the system in place, I'm still in the research phase. And so I need to dedicate that time to research and to kind of fleshing out my idea. And so that when I'm done researching, I can use that time to then begin to write. All right. I have an idea of where I want it. And I've had this idea for like a month now and I still haven't followed through on it, but it's still there, right? I'm still trying. I'm still wanting myself to get there, and I will. I just need to make the choice now instead of being all wishy-washy about it. And sometimes it doesn't work at all. I have a goal of doing pull-ups right now and to having this established workout, but I'm also injured right now, so it doesn't work. I can't do all that I want. So it's still there in the back of my mind. It's still an ambition, but I gotta wait to heal first, and then I'll be able to. So, and that's okay too. Your big idea doesn't have to be done today. It doesn't have to be done tomorrow. It doesn't even have to be done in a year. All right, there's no rush for things like this. But as long as you can establish those 4 really nice steps, your big idea, why you want to do it, learning about it, creating a system for it, you'll get there. And you have to be patient with yourself. Because again, these systems that we create, they're supposed to be like an everyday thing, an every week thing. It's a part of our lives, not just one thing we get and then we're done. And that was a life lesson with Lindsey. What now, guys? What's your big idea? I know you have some. You have some in your back pocket and you're just scared to do it. All right? Find that reason why. Learn about it. And just create that system, that routine, those good habits, and just start your life. You can do it. Peace out.